and welcome back to Beekeeping Basics with Danny. So today, as you can see, it's busy. This hive is really busy. It looks like we've got a lot of the bees doing the figure of 8, so I'm guessing we've had quite a bit of cap brood emerge from this hive, and it's pushed the new bees out. We do have a bit of sun coming through on this hive, always helps. So we're kind of checking to see where we're at with this hive, for the simple reason I edited my video yesterday, or when I last went in here a week ago, and I realised that when I was doing my check, even though it was in front of my face, all the frames were packed out with eggs, larvae and cat brood. So I was like, oh, she needs some laying room. So I've come home from work, I'm going to go straight in here and I'm going to try and shift some things around to give this queen the laying room that she needs. Yes, we have an empty super above that you know, effectively gives them room, but there's no drawn out combs. So we need to get in here, we need to give that queen some laying room. It may well be that I have to take a frame, an empty frame out of this one to put into that one, just to relieve up some room. It might well be that she has some cat brood has been opened up, you know, and it's relieved some room. But that's what we're going to do today. We're going to get in there and we're basically going to give that that queen some laying room. So yeah, look at this. This is booming, this one at the moment. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get in there with no further ado. Let's get into that hive and give that queen some room. So, you know, these things happen. I don't know where I was at or what I was doing. We did add the apivar strips when we done this view on this hive. So, you know, like I say, I'm not going to edit out my mistakes. Like I said previously, you know, this kind of stuff happens. So we're just going to rectify that. Give the queen the laying room that she needs, basically. So we're going to lift this off. Put this just down here. And we're going to now basically check where we're at. Because I do believe we need to sort out some room. It does get this time of year where the bees do start getting a little bit more antsy, for the simple reason also we have had some capped brood that we did have here emerge, so that, luckily enough for me, has freed up some room. If you can see there, I'm pretty sure last time this whole bit was cat brood. It was pretty damn full up, and look, as we go, we found the queen there straight away. So one of the reasons why the queen is there is because she's got a bit of room. So she's on it. She's like, oh, we've got all this room, let's start laying some eggs. So I'm gonna have a little look. I'm not great at seeing eggs, I've got to admit, but we'll have a look, see if she started laying in there. And it doesn't look to me like she has of yet. I can't see any eggs within that. She's flitting around the bottom, going on to the other side. Don't wanna, sorry, that's my phone ringing. Don't want to lose the sight of that queen, or certainly not put it back in like that, because I don't want to damage her. There's no eggs that look like that's been laid in that vicinity, so she's in a curious place for me right now. Don't want to, I can't hang this frame up. I don't like squeezing it back in, but we will keep an eye and we're gently. No, don't like what I'm doing there. She may well have gone onto that other frame, so you know, this is one of the reasons why you have to be careful in what you're doing. See, already I've lost her off of that frame. I'm hoping she has just basically gone onto that other frame there, because I can no longer see her on this one. So let's just put this one aside, pull that other one out. I hope that we kind of see her on that one, because if she would have gone anywhere, she would have moved onto this one with me putting that frame in. Yeah, there she is. She's moved onto that frame there. So there is larvae in there, so she's been laying. Can't see any fresh eggs, but we have had what I did have a lot of cat brood emerge, so luckily enough for me, we do have laying room for that queen. Because like I say, when I looked on here last time, and what we'll also do is check the apivar strip, which is laid in there, and we'll move that if we need to onto a cat brood area. So yeah, so lucky enough she's found some room, and we've had the cat brood emerge. I'm just taking a look into here now, see if I can see eggs that she's already fulfilled. Like I say, I do honestly struggle with looking for the eggs, but she's been laying. She's gone all on these outside parts around here because she didn't have the room. If the rest of these generally stay like that, and I just need to make sure when I put the apivar strip in, I put it back in the right place. So just checking these others to make sure they've also freed up some room. It does look like there was some room freed up. And again here, so yeah, we're kind of out of the woods, because I was worrying last night. If we can see there, just here, look, it looks like one is trying to emerge out as a baby bee. So we'll keep an eye on that one, see if that baby bee pulls out from that bit of cat brood there. We've also got another one just here, just trying to relieve herself out. But if we keep an eye on this one, look, there she goes, just coming out. Welcome to the world. And there she goes. She's just got herself out. Look, brand new baby bee out of that bit of cat brood there. We've got one just here, so we'll keep an eye on this one just here. Try and help her. Just give her a little helping hand. I've just taken that bit off. And you can see the bees that have merged because they're fluffy bees. There she goes. Come on, girl, give it a good push. You can do it. Doesn't happen the rest of them are walking over her. As you can see, as soon as they emerge, the other bees are straight on cleaning themselves out, ready for the queen to start laying new eggs in there. And there she goes. I think the other bees are just helping out. Taking a little bit longer than I expected it would do, but we'll watch it. Sorry for me even moving the camera around, but she's coming. She's coming. There she comes. She's just about to come now. Look. There we go. Look. Just give her below to move them out of the way. And you can see her just there. Little fluffy head. Nibbling around to free that hole up to come out. And there she comes. Come on, girl. Give it a push. And there she is. There she is. Welcome to the world. And there you go. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's always a good sign to see and watch. So all this cat merge is at a point where they're releasing. So that, without me opening up the other hive to potentially put other frames in, is good for me, because we know we do have potentially all of this freeing up with a whole load more bees, and a whole lot of room for our queen. Again, there's room there. Got their stores. So yeah. And what we will do is I want to put the apivar strip. They say it's always good if you're going back into the hive, put it over a cat brood area. So we have a cat brood area there. Seems really yellow, doesn't it? Really does seem yellow, that one. So we have that large amount of cat brood there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that apivar strip. I'm going to close this one up here. Close this one up here. And because we know on that part there we have some cat brood, we're just going to put our apivar strip down so it's up against that cat brood area there. We'll put our other frame into there very gently as we go. Like so. I'll just move some of these bees away because we're now going to enter our other box on. Didn't do any smoke. But we're going to drop this on the top. Like so. So yeah, short video. So we went in there, so luckily enough, the cat brood emerged, so we managed to, so just moving that off of there, so we managed to be lucky with that one. Basically, cat broods emerged, so it's given that queen plenty of land room now. I got a bit panicky yesterday when I'd done the editing of the video from a week ago, and it wasn't until I'd done a video I realised it was completely packed out. You know, she had no land room. I started panicking. I didn't actually sleep that well last night because I was panicking over it. Obviously I had to go to work. And that was my process. Come home from work, get into there. If it was still packed out with cat brood, granted it would have been in a few days, potentially another week, but how long do you go, you know, before with the queen with no room, before you kind of get in that panic stage. So yeah, what I was going to do is, I knew I had some frames, comb frames out in there. I was just going to kind of transfer them around slightly just to give her that room. But panic over, you know, panic over. The cat broods emerged. We've seen some of the new bees come out of that cat brood, so something different. No need to panic. I won't go into these. I'm going to go into number 2 hive with the original queen in it tomorrow, and this hive tomorrow. And what we're going to try and do is we're going to get rid of that wasp for a start, because we have a wasp there doing what it doesn't need to do. It is wasp season. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so tomorrow we're going to go into hive number 2. I did go into that hive the other day. I didn't actually record it, and I didn't come across my queen. It's a very, very busy hive, and it never sits with me when I don't see my queen. So hopefully we see the queen tomorrow. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into this hive as well, and we're going to try and eliminate one of these two. I want to get the apivar strips in, that one and that one. Any frames that I can take out and harvest, I will do, because obviously once the apivar strips are in, that's it. I can't take any out. So yeah, tomorrow morning we're going to do that. Currently on Friday the 9th. Hope you enjoyed the previous videos. Remember guys, hit the like button. Always, you know, if you like what you're seeing, then just hit that like button, you know. Potentially share it if you like. You know, it just gets me out there for the other people, you know, to pick this channel up. You know, everything helps. And like I say, this is real-time beekeeping. I will try and do what I can, and I'll always try and answer you guys the best I can. So until tomorrow morning, we'll catch up then. Ciao for now. Hi, welcome back. So after going into the nuke yesterday, I said about going into this hive today. It's just what I call hive 2. I'm going into this one because the last checks that I've done, I didn't come across the queen, and like I say, it never sits with me when I don't come across the queen. So I want to have a look into this one. I want to see how they're doing with the honey supers, because I'm probably going to go to the 15th to get these off, which is, I think it's Thursday. So we're going to have a look, see how they're getting on with the supers, and hopefully find this queen. If you come across this on this channel on YouTube, feel free to subscribe. Watch my journey unfold, because we're now coming to the end of the summer period. So lots of different videos and lots of different stuff that we've done. So take a look. But until then, we're getting to this hive. Okay, so smoker's on the go ready. Off with the lid. always get earwigs. Anybody else get these problems with the earwigs? I don't think they do too much, but I always get the earwigs. Slightly annoying. So I did add this last super on. It was all empty frames. I was kind of giving them some room and what have you. So I will just check how they kind of done with them. I'm not expecting a lot, but if I could get a little bit of combing out on them, it would have been something to nothing. And yep, I've started with a bit of combing out on that, as you can see, both sides. And it is a lot of work. I'm asking a lot for these bees to do this, but they have made a start on it. Probably only the first couple, I would have thought. We'll have a quick check. Yeah, we started combing out that one as well. And yeah, it's really the first two. That's all I can actually see. I'm not started with that or any of the others. It might be that, you know, call it a day with this, take it off. Maybe they're using too much of their resources on the wax of that as opposed to the wax on the honey supers. We'll put that one aside and we'll look in the important ones for the minute. So see, the queen's not going to be up here. Queen excluder is on this one. So we've got 1, 2 supers. I have got the smoke on the go, but I don't feel that I need it at the moment. So just checking. As you can see, one of these did have cap brood in it. I'm going to spin that one around. It might be the low one that had the cap brood that I just moved it up. What I'm going to do, actually, got wasps flying around. It's that time of the year where there's the wasps flying around. Don't seem to be doing too much harm other than clearing up the dead bees that the bees throw out of the hive. So they're doing a bit of a role for me by doing that. But again, they are around, they are pests. You know, normally I put this on the frame holder down there, but because the wasps are munging around, what we're going to do is we're not going to do that, because I don't want any wasps trying to get onto that honey and attract any more than I need to. So we'll do it, I wouldn't say the hard way, because it's not the hard way. We're filling these out quite well. I have shifted these around, so again, we're going to go as quick as we can. I do believe this may have been the one that had the cap brood on it. So they're filling that up. Plenty of nectar in that one. So I've started working on that since the cap brood has emerged. And that's kind of what I wanted to happen. Same with this one. Plenty of pollen, nectar in that. This is why I'm going to go to the death, to the 15th. I watch a lot of Lawrence on Black Mountain Honey. He gives out lots of brilliant advice. And he generally pushes his to around about the 15th of August, kind of his deadline. And with what I have here, with just a few more that I need just the bees to work on capping them off. Lovely supers though, look. With the bees, just to cap them remainders off, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to go to the 15th. You know, there's no harm. You know, I do want to get the Verona strips in, granted. So we'll go for the latest. I do believe the 15th mind is a Thursday. I may have to go 15th, 16th, 17th to push it to this time next week on the Saturday, because I'm asking a lot to get in there on a Thursday evening after work to just trapped a bee under there. Then don't like doing that. To pull honey supers out and start extracting them on a Thursday evening. It's not really going to happen when I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work. So we'll probably go to the 17th. These are nice and calm. And that top box is a lovely box of honey. It really is. So that's better. It's a lot better than it was. So that extra week goes a long way. Let's see how we're doing with the one below. So get that on there. Now we'll put the crown ball back on top of that. I want no wasps going in there. And that honey. So this one has been moved out. I'm surprised I haven't built the comb right out on that one, so I didn't put it back properly. Again, very nice super there. I'm going to try and do this again without putting the super on the frame holder. For that one reason, with the wasp situation, I'll go as quick as I can through these. It's looking really good. Move that one over. Don't know what's actually stopping that one from going over, but it's, you know, it's sad the fact that we're coming to the end of the bee season. You know, we've not got long left now at all. Oh, just squashed a tractor bee, didn't squash a bee. Yeah, we've not got long left in this season, and I'm gonna miss it. You know, this is my first year into doing all of this, and you know, I enjoy coming out, looking, checking on the bees, doing what I need to do. And the winter always seems a lot longer than the summer. So it's going to be a long, painful wait, because, you know, this is kind of my hobby. This is why I took beekeeping on. Not only because the bees need us as well as we need the bees. It's my hobby, and I really, really enjoy doing this. Like many others do. So again, you know, I've done these videos for people that are thinking about doing it next year, or you know, are gonna do it next year. It's really enjoyable. And this is real life beekeeping. I'm not live, granted, but this is real life beekeeping. You know, it was my first year. I did do the course. Always advise people to do the course. You get the certificate then, because you know, if you want to go into allotments and stuff like that, if you can't do it yourself in your garden, have the, you know, the luck that I have to be able to do it in my garden, you can do it in allotments. But they do like to see people with the ticket, you know, the ticket to say you've done the course, the understanding of beekeeping, and they like to see that you've done it for a year minimum. So I would always advise people to do the course, get yourself the certificate. And if you're anything like me, and you thought, you know what, I'm just going to do it, I'm just going to give it a go, and do it. You know, it's possible, it can be done, and I've proven that in this year of doing this journey. And I swear the bees actually love me coming in here talking. I'm sure they hear me, and I'm sure it calms them and keeps them calm. Silly, I know, but every time I come to these hives, I'm always talking and talking to you guys. They hear me, they know my voice. And look, none of them around me. They're the most calmest bees. You know, I love this hive. This is the hive that this is the queen that I started with. And we're going to move that one in because there's more work that needs to be done on this. Bearing in mind, we do know that the bees do work from the middle out. So this is the joys of going another week. And look, I went before, I shifted ones around like this that just need finishing off. Shifted them around and put them in the relevant places, i.e. the middle, where that's now going to get worked on far better than being where it was just here on the outside. Bar one. And the same with that, because I have one that's completely capped off and another one there that's completely capped off, and that one there is completely capped off. What we'll do is we will, is that the one I just put in? I think it is. We will put that one with the side that just needs capping off, as opposed to that side facing in that way. And over the next week, hopefully they get that capped off as well. And then we have another super of honey. So that effectively will be 2 supers of honey. And that's what I had last time. So, excellent stuff. I'm going to do, let's just put that onto that. Oh, and again, they really do get stuck. So I'll put this one onto here. We'll put them back in the same order as they're stacked up in there, and they go back on the same way they came back off. I could potentially put that empty one in the middle. Drones on the top of here. So what we'll do is I do like to stick it down, stick things down, seal things up, stop any robbers getting into their hives. I do like to do it. These all on me. We just put that. I won't flip them off. What we'll do is we'll just put them aside, and I will give this a bit of smoke, because now we are looking for this queen. I think I'll start from this outside one here, because it looks to me like I have better room there. Too well. So what we'll do is get that on there, and then we will now move this box onto that. And I'll tell you the reason why. If you've seen my last videos, you will know as to why I do that. Very gentle with it. Placing that onto there. Back on with the crown board. Now that box may have the queen in it, along with this box here having a queen in it. If I do this first, or if I do that one first with it being on top of here, then bees will go down into there. Then when I move that off, I've got more bees into here. So effectively, if I do this one first, put that one onto there, then bees will move down, give me that little bit more ability to look at them. So we are looking for the queen. We didn't come across her last time, and I hate that when that happens. And we will also be checking for room. So I can see play cups on the top of that other frame there, so that's going to be slightly concerning. We're being very, very gentle now. I don't want to roll our queen if she was on the outside of this. So we will be looking for any kind of queen cells, anything like that as well. Just double checking, because I will move this frame over to the frame holder, making sure that that queen isn't on that frame, which she isn't. So do have play cups at the top there, but they seem to look okay. So let's see if there's any eggs in this particular part. I can't see any eggs in there, but good sign is she has some laying room there. A lot of fluffy newbies there. So we're one frame out into the holder. That gives us that bit of room. Like I say, the queen possibly could be in that super box that I moved just there. So always being gentle and always keeping it over the hive. Lots of cat brood, and there is some larvae there, so that's a good sign we've got some larvae there. Keeping an eye on the bottom. No, she could be there. We will move that one into there. New larvae there that I can see. But again, can't see our queen on this particular frame again. I really do hope that I come across her sooner than later. Just makes life a little bit easier, because then I can go through it a whole lot quicker, you know, as opposed to really spending a lot of time examining every frame to see if she's in it. This queen does have the red dot. Lots of larvae in there. Plenty of larvae. Just taking another check, making sure I haven't missed the queen. Nope, I can't see her on that. Put a bit of smoke on this. And sometimes you just, you spot the queen straight away. Other times, you don't. Literally full up with cat brood. Put that back into its place. And as you can see, it's a very busy hive. Always being gentle when you pull your frames out, that you don't just rub them along each other or on the sides, because you don't want to roll your queen and potentially kill her, especially this late in the season. And this is Saturday morning, the 10th of August. It's relatively warm, I'm actually starting to get a bit of a sweat on. And the rumour has it that we're in for possibility of a heat wave again this week. We will see with that one. This would be trying to sting me there. It's in my microphone. And if you can see that bee there, she's doing the waggle dance, what we call the waggle dance. And I do believe that's her telling the others where the food is, where to go when they go out of the hive. Now, I am looking for eggs, but I always struggle with looking for eggs. But yeah, the queen's not on that. I'll put that one back into there. Very busy hive, this one. It really is. Struggling to get to the handles to pick any of the bees out. No sign of her still. Always being gentle with them. Very, very sticky. Whilst I'm here, I can see some stuff on there which may protrude. Keep that hive kicked up. The frame. I'm taking any of that off. Drone brood on that one. Again, quick glance, but I can't see the queen again. Gets frustrating, it really does. So I've now gone through this bottom brood box with the sightings of no queen. There is eggs there. Sometimes a lot of beekeepers say, you know what, I've seen the eggs, that's enough for me. But I'm literally doing the checks. There's a bumblebee on there, look. Unbelievable. The bees will frighten her off. Go away. Okay, don't know really what to do here, but scare her away. The bees would do their stuff if that bumblebee was to get in there. Quick check on this one. See if our queen is on it. Can't see that she is. No. Yes, she's there. Although, yeah, excellent, 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 excellent. So, being very gentle, she is just there with the red dot on her head. Absolutely tremendous queen she is. So we're going to put that one in very, very gently. Making sure that we do not squash that queen. Now the trouble is, I need to get all these over this way to try and squeeze in that last frame. No, she's on that last frame, so just got to hope that she's not there. I'm going to smoke that out there so I can get this last frame on. Give us some room there, and then we can get this one in, hopefully nice and gently. Don't want to nice gently and nice and slowly, with the simple fact that that queen was on there. Closing them all up. Okay, so excellent. Again, smoke them all off so I can get this box back onto here. I want to eliminate the fact of squashing any kind of bees. Putting the box back on, don't like doing that. I'll be very quick with it. Right, okay. So, I will get a bloody concrete slab in here one day for that smoker to go on, as every time I'm balancing it on that concrete slab there, it does get frustrating when you want to do something relatively quick like that. So we can go through this one now relatively quickly, because we know the queen is down the bottom, although you still have to be careful because she can now crawl up onto these frames. I think we're going to have to start with this one at this end. Seems like we've got a bit more room with this one. And it's very, very yellow. You know, the frame with the honey and it's very, very yellow, look. It's very uncannily yellow. Really is a bright yellow. Don't know what they've been foraging off, but it is very yellow. So, have to wipe my face and my veil, unfortunately. It is warm. put that one back in there, and I didn't really want to go doing that. I want to put it onto the frame holder, so just to give me some room. Actually, just double check that that one was over where the queen was. Just making sure that she just didn't nip up there quickly and jump onto this one. The last thing you need to do is silly mistakes like that. And you put it on the frame holder, she drops off the frame holder or anything like that. You know. Another real nice one there with honey in it. Look at the nectar in that. Absolutely amazing colours. Bright orange. And on there. We are also making sure that the queen does have laying room. There are empty cells there, so there's a bit of laying room there. There is, she has done a little lay up here with, there is larvae, just checking to see. So this is the most important bit, guys, when you're especially this far into the season, make sure that the queen has laying room. Laying room as in her laying her eggs. One thing I learned late on, and I do believe that was a possibility of my swarms, because one thing they didn't actually teach me in the class that I'd done was to make sure your queen has plenty of laying room. If you've got X amount of frames and they're all capped over with brood, if you had 11 frames that was fully capped over with brood, she has no room to lay any more eggs. So you have to do something about it. You've got to make sure she's got laying room. Key one to beekeeping. Again, it's really, really yellow, isn't it? Really, really yellow. It's uncanny how yellow that is. It really is. Like I say, keeping an eye on that lovely frame of honey there. And this super, if I'm correct in saying, what I will do is leave the bees this one so they have their own winter stores. If for any reason what I'm pulling out of these and they're slightly not still capped over, I may just swap them for ones in here that are, you know, but I will leave these bees, you know. Don't starve your bees. Bees produce honey to feed themselves over the winter period, so don't get greedy, guys. Always remember to leave your bees some honey. Now, don't get me wrong, Some beekeepers take it all for whatever reason, other beekeepers don't, but I will on this particular hive, certainly will, because this is my best hive. I will help the bees. That one was stinging me, and luckily for me it didn't go through this glove, and it's only a marigold. I think that bee was only stinging me for the simple reason I was squashing it when I went to pick it up, pick the frame up. You know, they generally don't sting. Well, there's only 9 times out of 10 a reason why they're going to do that. But quite pleased with that. The old marigold withstood. I knew it was stinging me. I could see the bee was stinging me. Another nice frame of stores for them bees. I want to put this one back in its same place. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put this one into here. I'm going to put it that way around. Nice and gently do it. Making sure they're all closed up tightly. They have their specific room when they're made, and that's what you kind of want to maintain, is that specific room. Okay, so smoke these down, get the queen excluder back on. Not a lot of smoke coming out of it, may just be enough. I do this for the simple reason that that queen excluder doesn't sit too well. That's what it traps the bees as it sits so flat. Place that back onto there, making sure it's all, you know, fitting snug, sorry, smug. So with this, we go. What we could do is we'll keep it as it was. We'll keep this one on the top. I'm not going to change things around too much. They work on this up here. They work on it. If they don't, they don't. It's my motto. I'll get a few more frames framed out, combed out. That makes it a little bit better for me for next year. And that will be the beauty of starting out the beekeeping next year. Be the fact that we have drawn out comb frames, you know, gives it all a massive head start in the coming bee season of next year. Strap just about fits over this one now. You certainly won't get another super on there. Literally just about does it. Remember guys, it's soon going to be the period where you're going to have the mice, so make sure you got your mouse guards ready for your hives. Like I said in one of my previous videos, I did have a rat running around in here, and I know I had a rat running around here because I see him on a number of occasions. So I went out, bought a rat catcher. Yes, I did catch the rat. So yeah, so there we have it, guys. So we've done the inspection on this. We've done the inspection on that yesterday. Got the apivar strip in that one, as we've seen. Did have a slight panic with that one. Didn't think the queen had any laying room. Luckily enough, the cat brood emerged, so it freed up some room in there. So happy days with that. When I do go into that one next, because I have 6 frames of supers up here with cat brood into it, I may cut an apivar strip down into half and put it in there. I only thought about that this morning. So what they say is, if you've got 1 brood box, 1 apivar strip to 6 frames, so effectively in 1 brood box you would have 2. And I do believe, quote me if I'm wrong, if you have, again, say for instance another brood box above, and you was going to keep that on there, you would do the same again. You'd have another 2 apivar strips in there. So effectively, if you had 2 brood boxes, you'd have 4 strips of apivar. Like I say, quote me if I'm wrong. Research I've done saying that's what you would do. Where it stands with 11 super, because you've got a brood and a half, maybe you only introduce 1 apivar strip. Not 100% sure on that, but that's what I would do. I would cut that one in half, and I'd put it 1 at one end and 1 at the other. Just, you know, that may help anybody with their upcoming apivar strips. So yeah, I'm gonna wait until this time next Saturday, which will be the 17th of August. I'll go and pull the honey supers out of this, and potentially out of that one as well. We'll get the apivar strips straight in there, and then that'll be that. And we will really be on a downward spiral going into the winter, leaving them with significant food stores for themselves. Keeping an eye on it, will feed them myself as well if I need to. So yeah, until next Saturday, guys, keep posted. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments. Please hit the like button. Please hit the share button. Please subscribe if you've just picked this up. More subscribers for me, the better, because it gets this real life beekeeping out there just a little bit more. This is my journey. It's coming to an end very shortly, but we won't leave it there. We will do things over the winter, and I've got an excellent idea with what I'm going to do with one of these hives. I'm not going to give too much out. I'm not going to give anything out, but it's a way of checking your brood boxes without having to mess with your supers. I can't give any more than that out. So over the winter period, it will probably be before Christmas, because I'm too eager and I want to get going with it. I've come up with this great idea. So keep posted with that one, because it's going to be interesting, and I reckon any kind of beekeepers are going to want to watch it and go, that is a good idea. So until next week, guys, like I say, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Ciao for now.